Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon, September 2021? I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace, from a professional witch, available on Kindle. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal. Hi, if you're new to the channel, let's get to work. 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different card systems to get you clues, tips, and hints about a specific timeline. I pretty much only do these for the lunar reads, waxing and waning. This would be a waxing read that we are doing here, the new moon in Virgo on Monday, September 6th, my birthday, 8:52 p.m., which means we're going to be in a dark moon in Leo Labor Day weekend here on in the United States. Yes, I was born on Labor Day because I like a symbolic entrance. And then we are looking at a waxing moon, right? The seeds you plant at new moon to manifest at the full moon. Also on a Monday. Oh, by the way, new moon on Monday on my birthday. I have a Simon Le Bon story for another time. The full moon is, however, void, of course. It will be in Pisces for a good chunk, but the moment it goes full, it is also void, of course, on Monday, September 20th. Oh, I didn't write down the time for when it goes void, of course. I will fix that for the next reading, but it will go into Aries at 11:13 p.m. So if you want to work the waxing side of it anyway, so just get it done before the actual moment it goes full. We just had that with the past moon that we had in Aquarius. But anyway, moving along. We're taking 1 card from 5 different decks, as I said, to get you clues, tips, and hints from different pantheons of the divine that I work with. We're doing 5. We're doing, let's say I have written down 4 oracles, 1 healing mantra. I always use the healing mantra deck by Matt Kahn for these to give you something to think about and work with. To what? Get clarity, guidance, and grace on what it is to cast for, what your intention work is. Spell kit. That's what one of my clients called this. Oh my God, it's like a spell kit. I'm like, oh yeah, fire, earth, air, water, spirit. It really is. Because those are the elements of magic in general, not just specific to witchcraft. But it is the holistic body too, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, all that jazz. So both feet on the floor if you can, focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can get for a collective read. If you want to book me for a reading, there's a video in the description box, Booking a Reading with Mal, explaining the hows, the wheres, the whens, and what goes on before, during, and after. Other than that, yeah, it's a general read. Check your other signs because you get more information about what we're about to look at or something else that you need, because we think we know what we need. Yeah, we barely know what we want, right? When what we want and what we need are the same thing, we think we did it. When what we need is not what we want, we think we did something wrong, and it's just not true. So let's see what the divine has to say, shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. They always remind me, and yes, of course, all the decks that I read are always in the bottom of the description box, along with lots of other links if you want to check them out. Here we go. We're going to start with what? What are we starting with? Now, if those of you who've been following me, you know that I am starting with the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. You've just got a great name for an author like that. So let's call in your element of fire. Also what these 5 decks represent. Fire, your passion, your will, your desire, what you yearn for, what you burn for. Let's see what the ancestors have to say. Breathe. Waiting to inhale. And here we go. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. Please, 1 of the magical spell cards to help refine the focus for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign watching this video, receiving this reading. What's the best way for them to focus their fire, their will, their desire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, this magnificent new moon in Virgo to full void, of course. This one, September 2021. New beginnings. New beginnings, can't beat that for Aries, first sign of the zodiac, on new moon, the first day of the waxing cycle. Plant a seed and watch it grow. And we've got the butterfly here, which is actually the end of the transformative cycle, right? Then it lays an egg and it goes around again. But the rhyming couplet, let's see, is it a rhyming couplet? Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. Now, my issue with that is that that's waning moon stuff, right? Clear the space is that, but let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. I mean, certainly for clarity, that is helpful. The inspiration to clear, just remember, it's waxing, so it's going to go boop, 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 instead of boop, 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 boop. All right, element of fire, will, desire. Of course, we all want new beginnings and things. Right? The process of erosion and renewal is constant, beginnings and endings, birth, death, rebirth, all that jazz. So let's give this some physical form. The Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Love this deck. You don't need to have the stone, obviously element of earth, but the Oracle messages are pretty right on. I mean, I really love the book. I really love all I don't work with decks I don't love. So let's see what that is, and if you happen to have the stone or want to get it, you do you. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call to my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north, the powers of earth, please, one card in clarity. Oof. For the Aries collective, what was that? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, they want this new beginning in their element of fire. That's their focus, that's their desire. What's the earth to help them focus and ground it? Oh, Azurite. I love Azurite. Everybody knows Malachite, but Azurite is brother, sister. It's not gender the rocks at this point. The difference is, I believe, Malachite has copper in it, which is what turns it green. And honestly, look at the color between the two. We're in the bluish spectrum here. I wouldn't say they're exactly the same, but they're close. And Azurite, let's see what your keywords are, and I'll read you what's in here. This is a really cool book. So your keywords: self-confidence, creativity, and expanding awareness. Now I will say, like I said, there's a mental clearing vibe I'm getting, that like seeing things clearly. So to expand your awareness, yes, is third eye, but it can also be higher chakras. So self-confidence, creativity, expanding awareness. Believe in yourself, for you have the ability to materialize your dreams. All right, so if we look at that, even the Fool in the major arcana, right? The dreamer, taking that leap into the manifestation of the magician. Throughout the coming months, plural, you will begin to expand your horizons and explore new possibilities for your life. You will realize that all you need in order to manifest your dreams is self-confidence. You're an Aries, that's your bailiwick. Believe in yourself and do not let anything stand in your way. Even if you are rejected, do not give up, for even rejection can serve to strengthen your resolve. What's your element of fire? Fire sign. Your resolve is for this new beginning. And character. So strengthen your character as well, provided you are ready for it. Expect it and see it as something you can learn from. Success is guaranteed, provided you remain focused and confident. Two things that the cardinal fire sign of Aries is really good at. Success is guaranteed, provided you remain focused and confident. See every experience as an opportunity to learn. All right, so obviously we have a very strong emphasis here on a new beginning, but really can't shake the image they're giving me of Azurite on the third eye. Now, not an impossible stone to find. I find it a little bit more expensive than Malachite for some reason. Essentially, there's not that much difference. I mean, I am no geologist, I am just witch. But the vibe on it is very, very different. I love Azurite. It's not really one of my stones. I do prefer Malachite. I don't know, it could have something to do with my initials. I don't know. They named a rock after me. No, they didn't. Let's do Healing with the Angels Oracle for your element of air. Now, considering the element of air that's already really present here in these two cards, the butterfly image alone, that sense of clarity, clear the space in which I dwell. The azurite, very much a third eye stone. Let's see what the angels have to say. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the angels and archangels of the element of fire and the sign of Aries, the Michaelites, please. One card in clarity, powers of the south. There you are. One card in clarity for the Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus, sun, watching this video, receiving this reading. The element of air to feed that element of fire. Did I just see a flipper? Yes, I did. There will be no flippers in my oracles. Virgo. So yeah, what is the element of air to help them feed that fire of a new beginning with that azurite to help them kind of see it clearly, right? To ground it, to be practical, their self-confidence, right? Their belief in themselves and just expecting to learn, right? To take the journey, to be that brave Aries vibe warrior. So it's very Archangel Michael. So please, what is the angels that they need to call upon, work with, think about, chant to, I don't know, whatever. Surrender and release. So look, this, a real clear way of seeing this without getting too deep and too high, river deep, mountain high, is that you are starting a new beginning of clearing things out of your life, right? It definitely feels that. However, the angels of healing and release ain't just about Marie Kondoing the condo. I have a condo. I Marie Kondoed the condo 2 years ago. I really need to do it again. But also letting go, surrender of our attachments to the outcomes. I mean, we'll see what the next two cards are. We still have water and spirit to get to, and the Whispers of Love Oracle is such a party turner. All of a sudden, you're in a completely different situation than you thought you were in to begin with. But there is a process of letting go that expands your awareness. Sort of like releasing, in Course in Miracles says, the meaning of love is beyond what can be taught, but the Course seeks to teach how to remove the obstacles to love's presence, which is your natural inheritance, and by the way, who we really are, right? So there is some releasing here. That could be releasing stress. That could be letting go in order to expand that awareness by seeing things differently and seeing everything as a lesson in a new beginning, facet of your life, phase of your life. Let's Whispers of Love. This all of a sudden is like a romance card. I'm like, fuck. Breathe. I mean, I get why people want the romantic readings on YouTube. They're the most highly watched anything of the divinatory offerings on YouTube. It's just they get really, really toxic and very, very repetitive. Better to do the alignment work and see what the gods throw at you next. So, let's ask the higher selves. Breathe. Okay, I call upon the higher selves of all involved here. For the Aries collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, please, the higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, using the Whispers of Love. What is the piece of information, inspiration, insight, guidance, grace needed by this Aries collective with this element of fire, the new beginnings, the element of earth, azurite, self-confidence, right? Really believing in themselves, seeing that they're on a journey and they have the confidence to do it, with the healing angels of surrender and release, helping them let go, whispering in their ears, hey, you know, just hand that out, right? Even surrendering it to the divine, not giving up, but giving up, right? You show me, toss it up in the air, I'll catch it as best I can, send it back in a form I can do this with. So what's their element of water, the emotional piece to this that they need this new to full? Love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. I really feel like you're going through a waxing moon phase here that has a lot to do with letting go of something. Maybe releasing someone from your life, a commitment, a relationship, a job. But it's not that it's over, but you are in that process of beginning to really bring this in to physical form by seeing it clearly. See, the emotions here, it really is, I will survive, I will live through this, I am an eternal being, this is not my first lifetime, this is probably not my last lifetime, so I will endure this. The soul always does. The personality and the ego, however, might have a lot to bitch, moan, complain about, be afraid of, and all of that's fine. That's written into the character of who we are in these lives as human beings. But certainly love endures. There's a waxing thing there. You are strengthening the grace of endurance in you, what I call the crone grace. Grant me the crone grace of endurance to call upon a strength beyond this world, a wisdom beyond this world, a love beyond this world, that I may endure the path and all that it takes, taking me all the way home. Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. It's a really good book. Yeah, I know I wrote it, but they wrote it through me. It wasn't necessarily channeled. I was going through a dark night of the soul. I just sort of recorded the prayers and then had them transcribed. Thank you, Jill, if you're watching this one. Let's get your mantra. This is your element of spirit, of fire, earth, air, water, spirit, right? The power of the pentacle, the 5 magical elements. But really, spirit is the source of the other 4. You put the other 4 together, you get spirit. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my ascended masters, I'm going to say General Assembly because I don't know that other people are involved in this directly. Maybe they are, maybe they not. That's a general read for you. So please, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading? With their element of fire, new beginning, let this magic in this spell clear the space in which they dwell. With Azurite, that self-confidence, that courage, that seeing it as a learning curve, a learning journey, and I've got this, I can do this. I was there when Atlantis sank. I was there when Rome caught fire. I can handle this, right? when the Bastille fell, surrender and release. I let go and let God. I let go and let Goddess receive all energies that I have created with the healing angels of surrender and release. And love endures. Love is the truth of who we are. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation, even the processes of spiritual awakening, which are alchemical. It's like being stuck in a furnace until things are done cooking. So going from batter to cake. So cookie dough to cookie. So what is their perfect healing mantra? Really, seriously, I have so many Aries friends. What is the perfect healing mantra to help them through this? To let's say they cast for all of this. This would be what they would be chanting at the end. And every day to the full moon. This new to full moon, September 2021. That was long. Hearing inner guidance. My intuition flows whenever I am still. I'm going to read this one. Why not? I mean, these are quick and I don't need a magnifying glass to read them either. This is totally about following your gut, but not just you're on the feet. Survival intuition, certainly other levels of intuition, visionary and creative, depending on the chakras involved. And if we're looking at third eye stuff here, this is creative intuition. Hold on, we're almost there. It's alphabetical. It's inevitable, and I went right past it. Hearing inner guidance. My intuition flows whenever I am still. When you hear inner guidance, you receive an affirming and defining moment of inspiration. It can be a new direction, a new way of seeing old patterns, or an enchanted idea that is delivered in your own voice out of the silence. And that's why stillness and silence are so connected, because it's about listening. Right? Like while I'm doing these readings, if I hear something upstairs, like my mama kitty cat ears just boop, instant stillness. And so there may be some meditation involved here, and certainly with the Azurite and all of that, that makes sense. When inner guidance is heard, you are ready to either hunker down into the healing benefits of your current circumstance, which feels like that might be the only choice you have right now, or move forward into a brand new chapter. I feel like you're in that place in between. You kind of have to hunker down where you are to create this new beginning and allow the surrender and release process while you endure it. In other words, it can be both, back and forth. In either case, this is an opportunity to further align with your soul by embracing your needs. This mantra is ideal for resolving restlessness. Aries, you're known for it. Becoming a better listener. All of us could need that. And being more open-minded, hearing inner guidance. Really, putting this together, it does make sense. I mean, I could see this playing out for people in their work, their career, their vocation, their relationships with family, their relationships with a lover, you know, that they want this new beginning, but the work that needs to be done there, it is something that must be endured. In other words, it can be delayed but not prevented, so why delay? Let me give you a final blessing on this. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon my collective pantheons of the divine to give this blessing to them through me for the well-being of all, that the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, may receive all they need this new to full moon in September 2021, that they may hear inner guidance, their intuition flowing whenever they are still, so that they can connect with that love that endures within them. That love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation, so that they can work with the healing angels of surrender and release. Very much feeling a mental vibe on this, that they are able to let go and be more open-minded about what the divine has in store for them, so that they can connect with the true self-confidence of their soul, their own courage to follow their heart, follow their truth, follow their intuition, which they are hearing their inner guidance whenever they are still in this new beginning that they are seeking and clearing the way for. So let this magic in their spell clear the space in which they dwell, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. I wouldn't call this a womp-womp reading. I mean, all good things worth doing are worth enduring, right? Whatever you have to get through it. I mean, they say that with women giving birth. Not in this lifetime for me, but I'm sure I cranked out a lot of kitties and a lot of puppies in other lives for sure, to know the intuitive wisdom of that, right? I'm a guy in this life. I love being a guy in this life. It's a nice change. I loved weenies so much they gave me money. So this new beginning, Azurite, surrender and release, love endures, hear inner guidance. If you need some help, reach out. I'm booking clients left, right, and center. That's why my videos aren't coming out every 10 seconds. But very, very happy to help. And also my book, Words of Grace, is there. Pay once, $9.99 USD. And you've got a book of prayer there. And in my own voice, and I think with some pretty hysterically funny moments in it, but I would. Otherwise, wishing you all the very, very blessed of this new moon in Virgo, my birthday, September 6th. To the full void, of course, you take that as you want it, my beloved Aries. Otherwise, I'm signing off, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of all of this, my darlings. Farewell and blessed, blessed be.